Nobody welcome. Sorry I'm running a little late. It's the same drill, just super tired and just didn't hear the alarm and I tried to sneak in just an hour of sleep there. I'll probably have to let it a little bit early. I just gotta go back to sleep at some point. And then I'll get some more guides going on tomorrow. I had to get up super early 'cause we had a mandatory meeting on campus. I had to like, anyway, I just had a bunch of stuff going on today. But I did release let's see here. Put that on there. Did release the patch notes video today, and then I'll try to do the 80 carry and the support tier list tomorrow. And be sure to check out the patch notes. The very beginning is basically my, like a pretty decent little Kale guide for reworked Kale. I talk a lot about her abilities and different itemization options, and how I think she might fit into the meta in some places.
I must not fall.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Only you can hear me, Summoner. What masterpiece shall we play today?
Let me pull this back out. What's up, Infantry, Leah, Hecka? Jake, we'll probably be playing a decent amount of Sona and Lulu tonight. I am going to include covering Nico 80 carry tomorrow. That is something that I kind of ran across when I was looking at patch notes. Oh no. Really? Are they gonna come back? Hold on a second. We could do Ignite. I don't think we'll need Ignite, though. I guess I'll do Exhaust. Since they don't really have an Assassin. I mean, we might need that for Rek'Sai, but... Yeah, so if the stream stopped for you for a second, then just refresh. We did switch out modems yesterday, and it worked. I think we dropped frames once or twice very briefly, but there was no, like, actual interruption. Like, sustained interruption, I mean. Yeah, I came across Nico ADC when I was looking up stuff for the patch. Turns out it's actually really good. And they made her E more consistent on this patch. So it's kind of like the old Kennen, sort of like the old Kennen on-hit Kennen build. So Nico will go like Blatherin King, Gensu's Wit's End. Or Hurricane. You either go Wit's End, Hurricane, or Nashor's at the end. But it was almost always Blade Gensu's. Hey, what's up, CJ? And it works because her third hit does that extra up to 170 damage every third hit, which also works on towers. And Gensu's triggers it. You know, every 2 hits, kind of like Vayne Silver Bolts. No, they didn't mess with her Q. In fact, this build, the Pop Blossom, this build, they don't even put a point in it, not a single point. This build, like, it's straight up, they max the on hit off the W, and then they max their E for the stun. It's pretty weird. I'm going to talk about it in the 80 carry video. I think she could be a top 5 80 carry from what I've seen on this patch. I still think that, like, Lucian, Vayne, Ezreal are probably the best. If you're, like, pretty decent on those champs, I still think those 3 are the best. I think that Klepto Draven can also be really good, but very few people are going to do that, because they probably don't realize that you can. So, I could definitely see her sneaking in at number 4, number 5 on this patch. Cog? Cog is probably mid lane, is my guess. It might, I mean, it could very well be Cog top. He does, Jace does have cleanse, which would indicate he's probably trying to line up against the TF. Hey, Danger. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so Cog is bottom. Caitlyn top, huh? Alright. Might be a remake off of the Janna. I remember if there was a First Blood before 3 minutes, then you couldn't remake, but they changed that a while back. Well, that was kind of a waste of time. I mean, maybe she was having connection problems. I don't know. That happened to me the other day. It seems very suspicious, though, because they had a weird comp. Nah, I was looking it up, though. And like I said, I'm going to talk a lot more about this in my 80 carry tier list. I really wanted to do it today. I was just so tired. So I had to get up early for my daughter, and I had a bunch of school stuff going on also today. It was weird. My mom was supposed to come over to help. I had to go pick her up on the other side of town and drive her over here because she can't drive. But then she just ended up sleeping all day, which, I mean, she was sick today or, like, wasn't feeling well. I wasn't aware of that, but she wanted to hang out with us anyways today, and so I had to end up doing pretty much everything all day, and so I just didn't get as much time to do what I wanted. But yeah, it's got like a 56% win rate in the bot lane. Now, it does not have a huge pick rate right now, so that's definitely a thing to be aware of, but I mean, now, you know, that's not the only reason to play it. I mean, Quinn still has a 56% win rate here in the bot lane, and Quinn's a hot pile of garbage in the bot lane. But I think that Nico does have a lot of potential. Vel'Koz would be Zench. Vhagar would be like a Zench type of character. Zench, like the knowledge one. Ezreal would, I feel like, would be a Slaneshi character. He's a very vain sort of champ. Teemo would definitely be Nurgle for sure. The plague on the community. He does cause poison, things like that, but I do have a new yeah, I think that would definitely be Ezreal then. Would be a Zench type, or yeah, I think Vhagar and Ezreal would probably be Zench type of characters then. Victor. I do have a new Mortal Empires, like, Empire campaign coming up soon. I just need 1 or 2 more episodes just to make sure it's going to still be, like, a solid campaign. So it's pretty tricky early on. And I want to make sure, like, I'm not going to lose the campaign in, like, 5 episodes. What's up, Bob?
I must not fall.
I was actually looking up via support. I don't think so. I mean, maybe, like, you can probably win with her sometimes, but you have to hit somebody with your spells to get the blast shield triggered. You can take Klepto as Sona if you're against a melee lane that's going to be really easy. Like if you're against something like Tom Canchezriel or something like that. I mean, I thought about it. I could look at it some more tomorrow for the support tier list, but I just think she can get poked out too easily. Oh, God. I just have to go Nami here.
I decide what the tide will bring.
We're gonna get outscaled by the Sona, but Bubble is, should in theory be fairly easy to land against either Sona or Jinx. We'll keep the exhaust versus Vi. Oh, I forgot to look these people up to see if they're good on those champs. Yeah, I'm not seeing Vi. I mean, I thought about it if you go Aftershock and you can just go like, you know, support type like Zeke send to Knight's Vow type of thing on Vi, but I'd rather just have Nautilus if you just want a point click, like guaranteed engage type of thing. I just think Nautilus brings more CC to the table. I think Kale's probably not going to be that great. I think if she does get played, it would be in the jungle, and she would be played kind of like a Master Yi, where it's just like you power farm for a while. I think taking Kleptomancy top, I talked about this in the patch notes video on Kale, could be possible in some lanes, because if you do get those skill potions, it does help you reach your ascendance faster. So if you get a skill potion at level 15, for example, and you use it to get a 16th skill, then you get that true damage turned on at level 15 instead of level 16.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Who counters Syndra? I mean, anyone that gets an Hourglass can. You can Hourglass her ult. Usually assassins can. Cassidon, LeBlanc. Fizz. Hey, what's up, Bob? Thanks so much for becoming a member. That's awesome, man. It helps out a ton.
Quit flopping around.
Female supports. I think there was that one guy who mentioned something. Yeah, I don't remember. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't design the champs. A lot of the best supports historically are female. I don't think that matters, but a lot of the best AD carries are also female.
My people are counting on me. People and their air.
Yeah, I just forgot. If I go in for a trade and she goes to Q me, And she also gives that shield to Jinx, which is pretty annoying. If she times it right with that trade, she doesn't have to W to give the shield. She can just give the shield off her Q. That's pretty annoying timing window. She's basically oomed herself though. Yeah, so she's using that Q and the area off of the Q to block my wave damage on the Jinx. If I hit her with it, she doesn't shield herself with the W, so...
First love.
I'm just going to go for a more efficient W here. Get that extra heal on myself when I'm below 40%. Start auto-attacking just a little bit just to help her so we don't get pushed all the way into the tower. I tried out Klepto on Jinx. If you change her like rocket form or whatever, it doesn't count. Because I was like, huh, it works on Draven. Does that work on Jinx? Answer, no, it does not. But it does work on Draven with both his W and turning on his axis with his Q. Yeah, we're basically just getting a good old farm off. Whoa, dude. Wow, she like tumbled forward. No way, she lived? They step on the chompers or something? I don't know how she got out of that. Okay. I could have maybe W'd to save the Jinx there. She tumbled pretty far away. I don't know. I'd have to go back and review the footage. I think I maybe could have saved her with a W though. The Klepto Ezreal is quite good.
Quit flopping around.
Klepto does work. 100% Klepto works on Kayle to get your full Ascendance before level 16. You can get it at level 15. I tested it on the PvE. I can show you guys right after this if you want. It definitely works. If you read it correctly, it says all you have to do is spend, you know, however many 16 skill points. You don't actually have to be that level. But then, like, in part of the thing, it says, like, level 16. But it specifically says you just have to spend the skill points on it. So you can definitely get it at level 15. Or even level 14 if you get 2 potions. I only tried it at 1 potion, but you can't level up your level 3 ultimate until you're level 16, but you can get an extra point in some other skill and get it. Don't have enough power yet. We're not losing that badly in CS, but
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Swim against the current.
I thought she was gonna ult me under tower. I think he could have ulted somebody else. I don't know. That was the safe play, I suppose. Make sure she didn't die. Yeah, they went ahead and backed. That's a good call. Like, they do have vision on it, but they're not going to be able to do anything because bot lane backed and jungler's dead. So unless the mid lane comes in and makes a miracle play, it's not happening. That was a good macro call by him. Yeah, we gotta hurry, man. We're already too late. We need to go by. They're gonna get multiple plates.
Shut down.
I agree, like, Riot could fix the wording because it's inconsistent, because part of it does say, like, specifically you only need to level up the skills, but another part of it does say, like, that you only have to put points into it. God, Sona's so strong. Just in general. He's definitely, like, keeping them in this lane.
An enemy has been slain.
Oops, wrong way. Damn it, it's pushing into them.
An
I'm gonna be
ally
too
has been
late.
slain.
Okay, nice. Got him, coach. Borg's a counter pick. I mean, I don't know what tier. I don't know. Probably tier 2.
An ally has been slain. Turret plating will fall soon.
Renekton's getting blasted. Yeah, of course he is Renekton, but, like, you don't have kill threat.
An enemy has been slain.
Why would you tumble forward into them? It's twice she's killed herself doing that. Like, you can't dodge Sona's ult if you tumble forward.
An enemy has been slain.
Nah, Hextech's trash. You don't want to do that. I'm not giving her an out. The only way she gets a good play there is by killing me. So I just made sure that I didn't die there. That was really good timing, though. I really, really need to buy, but I guess I can go ahead and just buy here. It's like every time I survive this crazy stuff, we're gonna lose bottom.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I guess I'll double down. I'll get the Blather and King for the Vayne.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Redemption is good, but and they got 2 towers. How'd they get 2 towers? Vi got bottom, I guess, or something. I don't really know. It's got 2 towers. I guess they didn't kill LeBlanc, I don't think, but
An ally has been slain.
we do have 2 Infernals, but that ward is always so annoying. Who got Rift? Hell yeah. That double bubble. Double knockup, double bubble. Domination. Seriously, who did get Rift? They already used it somewhere? They use it bot lane? I just not see it. Am I just blind? I mean, Vayne's awesome right now. Like, I've been a Vayne hater in the past. You just can't argue it. Like, she's a hard champ to play, but she's got like a 53% win rate. Anytime Vayne's at like 52 or higher, she's OP.
Dominating.
Because there are so many bad Vaynes out there, but that means even like sort of the average Vaynes, the casual Vaynes, are winning a lot with her.
Godlike.
Yeah, I don't think Kale's that great. There are so many like weird interactions in her kit, though. I think people will find something weird, like the kleptomancy that I mentioned, giving you the extra stuff, like allowing you to skill up earlier. I don't think that's going to be enough to get her through the laning phase, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. There might be some ways to do it. Arcane Comet's another thing I talked about in the patch notes. Each one of those waves does lower the cooldown on Arcane Comet.
Legendary.
People in their air.
Okay. Oh, they had it. I just didn't see it on them. Well, they got it. Jarvan's a higher level, too. He should have been able to outsmite that, but we got multiple kills for it. I think that was like a 3-for-1.
Sure as the tides.
Hey, thanks, Danger. Yeah, if you're enjoying the content on the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help other people find it. Damn it, they just got into a fight right when I backed. I'm pretty sure. Okay, Jarvan got out.
I still hear the song of the sea.
Vayne's OP right now. They need to nerf.
Has destroyed a turret.
Something about her kid. Like, there's something about her kid. I think she's too strong. She's still kind of weak in the laning phase, but it's just like she's too consistent, too strong outside of the lane. Why doesn't LeBlanc do damage to him? I don't.
Team has destroyed.
Probably not gonna see more. I mean, maybe, but Ardent works on Zillion if you take Airy. I mean, I could play Morgana as a counter pick into something like a Leona or a Thresh, but I'm just banning Leona most games.
People on their air.
Well, they got Baron, which sucks. I should have maybe worded that a bit faster. I don't know. Zion was zoning us off of it, and Vayne was bottom. They knew Vayne was bottom, which is why they did it. Someone's got to go mark this. Yo, 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 that's Baroned up minions. Vayne's got those minions on lockdown, though. Okay. Yeah, I think we have time. Put the E on her just so that she gets the Ardent Sensor.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Hey, Chase. It's all good, man. We're just glad that you're here now. Hope you're feeling better soon.
I will see my home again. You're strange.
Move that stupid wall. Seems like a fair chant. Yeah. I mean, no, Lucian's always been good with Borg. It's the Ezreal's first picking Borg. That was definitely a major point of frustration. Nice, we got it. Vein. Felt so bad on Vayne. I mean, I guess. Sure you don't want to get Gensu's, man? I mean, I kind of understand PD because of the Vi.
Inhibitors respawning soon.
Hey, awesome, Chris. That's what I like to hear. We don't have great siege. I think, shouldn't we just like... Fucking hell. Really? What's the range on that wall? Like 1,200? She walled me from like here to here. can barely get the. I can't get the range on it.
An enemy has been slain.
I guess I shouldn't have tried to clear that. I just thought I was safe from Anivia's range. Clearly that was incorrect.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, well, she got it anyways. Crit Vein is bad. Yeah, I mean, this was like spring of 2017, guys. This is, you know, this was the crit Ardent Enchanter scene. Especially with Janna. And Janna with crit was so strong back then. Pro players didn't start picking up the Ardent stuff until like May and June. But I was calling for that thing right after the nerf of Redemption in like February of 2017. Yeah, and yeah, if you saw someone like an Ezreal rushing Blade of the Ruined King, it was bad. Ezreal in general was pretty bad back then. Yeah, I mean, people should have been playing like Caitlyn. Oops, I forgot to honor her. Whatever. But you'd see people like Jinx or sometimes Caitlyn rushing Blade of the Ruined King. And Blade of the Ruined King was trash back then. But a lot of people were getting it in pro play because they needed that single item power spike. Or that was the common like wisdom, was that's what you wanted. When in fact what you wanted most of the time was Infinity Edge Hurricane. Because Caitlyn's auto attacks with the Hurricane used to give her 3 stacks towards headshot. So she'd headshot like every third attack. I mean, Ardent had been good for a really long time. Just the issue was like Redemption was so strong, you were still like rushing Redemption most of the time on people, but I tested out Kale on the PBE versus dummies for different builds and things like that for like 30 minutes to get some info for the patch notes video. But other than that, I haven't played him and probably won't. Morga's alright. Yeah, but yeah, anything with high auto attack speed does benefit from Bork, but you have to remember that there's a limited amount of money that you have, and whenever you buy one item, you're giving up another item. So it's not just like, hey, this item's good in a vacuum. It's like, is this item, you know, better than another item that you could buy at a similar price point? Yeah, you don't want to use Runaan's on her, Caitlyn, because they fixed that in like summer of 2017. This is like probably August of 2017, right before Worlds. They changed that interaction so it didn't work anymore. And then Jink, I think it was, no, that was when Tristana became really strong. Once they nerfed Caitlyn out of the meta. So yeah, Runaan's on Caitlyn has not worked in like almost 2 years. So definitely do not get that, but yeah, I've got some new Warhammer stuff coming up. I've got a new Empire campaign coming up soon. I just wanted to make sure that I don't lose the campaign early. Like, I took a really tough fight when I'm recording these episodes. So I'm just making sure we're going to recover off of it. Well, they did change her ult to where you get movement speed running towards allies when you ult, but it wasn't like a massive change to her. No, they did do actual changes to her ult. It's just, I don't think it's significant enough to like make me want to pick her in places where I wouldn't pick her anyways, which is as a counter to like a Thresh or a Leona.
I must not fall.
Masterpiece shall we play today?
That dude does play a lot of Heimer, to be fair. 11% on Ezreal. Is that the dude that was calling for it? Why is this dude's like 1 in 8 on Ezreal. He's like, bro, get me this Ezreal, man. Please. They basically did not change for Connor. I mean, they gave him like 20 extra AD, but it's pretty much nothing. Okay, I mean, we can win off of the Vlad. Like, even if Ezreal fails, we still have other ways to win, I think. Vlad can carry, Rek'Sai can do very well. It's Steel Faith. Yeah, I'm never going to play standard Warhammer 1 without the Warhammer 2 stuff. So, anytime it's an old world faction, it's on Mortal Empires. Oh, you mean Steel Faith. Sorry, I got turned around there. Yeah, it's Steel Faith. I'm pretty much always playing Steel Faith. Unless it's brand new content and Steel Faith doesn't have a doesn't have an update for it yet, I'm playing it. Unless someone donates specifically for a vanilla non-Steel Faith campaign, I'm doing Steel Faith, because the game's just so much better with Steel Faith. Well, I mean, hopefully we just don't die in this laning phase. I don't know. Sona scales really well, though, so... I mean, Soraka scales well, too. I don't know. It should be an interesting game. I think both comps are pretty good. A lot of this is going to come down to the solo lane matchups.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Well, what they did with Morg was they made it to where you had to deal damage to...
30 seconds
you only got lifesteal from large minions and monsters and champions. So she used to be able to get spell vamp just by putting it on the minion wave. She would just always heal to full, basically. And so they changed it to where she can only do that against very limited things.
Minions have spawned.
What do I think about Leona? I think she's really good right now. I think she's tier 1 support. She's very good into the enchanters, who are the best at platinum and lower. Your Sonas, your Namis, your Sorakas, and she's a pretty good pick into them. That's why I just ban her. Like, you can deal with her. It's possible. But... It's just really annoying. I don't like playing her though, so like, yeah, you can play her. She's high risk though. Well, they're not nerfing him just because of his high pick rate. Ezreal, even after the nerf, like, he always has a really high pick rate. People just like playing him. People like playing fun, high skill cap champs. You know, like Yasuo, Ezreal, Lee Sin, regardless of if they're actually good or not. They're nerfing him because he does too much damage for how safe he is, particularly in pro play. Like, the Ezreal Tom Kench lane is like one of the most toxic things you can draw up the bot lane. In pro play, it's like you can't gank it, you can't kill it, and it's gonna scale really hard. So he's like, he actually has a pretty low win rate in solo queue. He's only got like a 48% overall win rate in solo queue. It's mostly for pro play that they're nerfing. And like Challenger, like just really high elo play with him. That was really close. They almost killed Ezreal, so I just kind of had to take that. We'll go ahead and take a point in E, just so we can run back to lane faster after we push this. I don't think we can't. We need to back. Wow. Alright. That was a good call. Holy crap, are they behind? After that. That was super risky if Amumu shows up to that, though. But, I mean, Amumu's going to be on the top side because he has to start blue. So he's probably just going full clear top side. Wait, hold on. We're only up 4 CS, and she just got killed twice in a row and lost like 3 waves of the tower? How does Ezreal miss that much CS? How is that even possible? Like, she literally lost like 3 waves of tower. She lost like 10 to 15 CS to the tower right there. Yeah, I've got a lot of guides that I've been meaning to post up for a while. My schedule's just been so awful. But I should have the ability to post up some tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna see if I can do like 2 a day for the next few days. Yeah, I need to do more guides and individual gameplay. That's really what brings new people in. The stream doesn't bring new people in. That just kind of like is really good for regulars. But like, nobody tunes into a random YouTube stream, you know, if they don't know who you are most of the time, so. This Rek'Sai is ruthless. I didn't get the heal. Like, he just let his CS die right there in front of him. I don't know. I don't feel bad for Akka. She deserves it. She's a really risky champion, and she's paying the price for that risk. I mean, I know people love Soraka on the channel, but this is like part of what I'm always talking about with Soraka. It's like if you get camped, it can be pretty brutal. Pretty sure he ulted me. Can't remember. I really got to pay attention to some of the cooldowns people use. I shouldn't have gone that far up. I thought we were committing harder, but it's pretty clear that people were backing off in hindsight. Okay, well, they're going to miss a lot to this tower. We missed some, so we didn't push it all the way in before we rotated, which sucked, but... And they're all dead. Oh, he's gonna kill her out of that bush. Alright. Well, if he's not coming... God, dude. No, just get the dragon. Just get the dragon. It's pushing towards us. No, just get drag. I mean, they're not even worth gold anymore, though. Yeah, I could have flashed the traps. I thought about it, but I got too close to him when I did it. I saw Yasuo coming up on the flank, so I was like, I'm probably dead anyways. Maybe I could have gotten out. I just waited too long to make a decision. I didn't want to waste my flash if I was going to die anyways. They're calling in a Moo to help here. Yeah, we should have done Dragon instead of killing this Soraka that last time. Should have dragged, backed, and then then gone back and finished up that tower, and then gone top lane. Real what? Get drag. think Rek'Sai's gonna go down there and kill her. I don't need to go down there for that. Or she's gonna run. Yeah, we need to just get this dragon, guys. I think those two can get it, though. We've got 2 or 3 of them pinned on this tower. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Let's go down here.
Rampage. You have slain an enemy.
We're spending too long going for these kills. Like, just get out, man.
Turret plating will fall soon. An enemy has been slain.
He's going very heavy AP. I'm very tempted just to... I
Team has
think I'm just going to get
destroyed
mercs. 'Cause I do kind of want faster boots. And I kind of don't want to be stunned for like 3 seconds.
has been slain.
That's okay, Chase. Yeah, we just try to keep it relatively clean on the channel. I know I cuss on stream too, sometimes too. It's not a huge deal every now and then. It's just a 5-second timeout. I just don't want people cussing like sailors constantly. Whoa, really? Do you need to, like, ult that way, bro? Like, why do we need priority that badly?
It's smaller than the diagram.
Why do I lead the enemy minions to the side when... A second ago, it was probably just... I was probably just trying to get away from Yasuo. I don't know.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, that's true, Sammy. Yeah, make sure
Shut down.
make sure to show up. Anyone's interested for Saturday night's going to be a special viewers night by Sammy. Donated $100 yesterday, so you decide, did you, so, I don't know, we'll see what Sammy wants to do with it. So we'll give, like, members priority, but then if we need some more faces to show up for that, then we can just let, you know, maybe normal people that aren't members, whatever, non-member people, should say, maybe get into some of the games. But yeah, if you want to have some fun on Friday, come out and play some normals with the rest of the stream. It'll be a good time. Try out some different stuff. No, a lane can be frozen anywhere in the lane. It just means that it's not, like, moving a significant amount. Slow push is where it's moving towards one side, like a predictably, relatively slow pace. Like, you can freeze it outside of your tower. You can freeze it, like, right here, for example. The closer it gets to the enemy base, the harder it is to keep it frozen, though, because their minions are going to arrive first. It's semantics however you want, but as far as strategy goes, you can keep it from going into your tower. Whatever you want to call that, you can stop the minions from going into your tower at any, or like from progressing it through the lane at any point in the lane. And a slow push is where you are. I mean, you can do a slow push not deliberately if you're just not managing the wave right, but a slow push is usually what someone tries to do to where there's one or two extra minions on one person's side so that you get a whole bunch of minions to splash onto the tower at the same time. And the reason you would do that is for a dive, usually. Azubu Blaze was really famous for kind of pioneering that style of play back in Season 2 with the slow push in the side lane. Yeah. I mean, we have junglers that come bottom fairly often. That's how you win solo queue, by the way. I've talked about that a lot. Is like, if you, like, you should play through bot lane almost all the time, if at all possible, just because you get so many more resources. You get multiple kills, you get dragons, you're denying usually one of the hardest scaling champions in the game resources, the AD carry, and AD carries are usually pretty worthless. Like, very few AD carries have a lot of utility. They're just raw damage. So yeah, I mean, if you can get around the wards, or if they have a really unsafe lane like Jinx, Soraka, and you can camp it. I don't remember which play you're talking about, Bob. You can lead the minions to the side if you're trying to, like, hold the wave for, like, your AD carry if they back or something like that. You can, you know, walk in and out of a bush. You can walk just to the side where the turret is if you're on blue side. Yeah, I mean, Ashe has arrow if she's behind, but... Like, playing through bot side is definitely how you win most of the time in solo queue. Wo Hui Han. Alright, let me give the cat a piece of food real quick. I'll refill my drink. I thought that we had some stuff. When do these expire? March 18th. Okay, are there any more missions for him? I guess not. Let's probably cash those in at some point, but... Like it, how you get like 10% of their value whenever you cash them in. Okay, maybe I just didn't remember it. But yeah, you can pull the minions for a little while. Well, I mean, slow pushing is really a lot better for, like, higher elos when you're prepping for a dive. In general, you just want to, like, the best, if you're not sure what to do with the wave, the best thing is just to push them into the tower over and over again and just don't die to ganks. Like, just because they're going to miss more CS under the tower. You're going to get damage on the tower. You're going to be able to poke them easily under the tower. It makes it difficult for them to engage on you because the minions will hit them back for a lot of damage. So, in general... If you can avoid ganks, if you cannot die to the jungler, then pushing up as much as you can safely is the best. With, lots of exceptions. It just depends on, what's going on in the lane. But if you're not sure, that's usually a pretty good one. If you're a hard engaged champ like a Thresh or a Leona or something like that, you want to try to keep the wave in the middle so that you can engage because you can't dive under tower. You can't do anything under the tower early on as those champions. But, like, if you're playing Sona, Soraka, Nami, anything ranged that can harass, then pushing them in is almost always going to be one of the best ones. But, okay, I'll be back in a second. I mean, another reason for the slow push is when you're going to dive and you kill somebody, you have a lot of minions there, so you can actually take the tower. Or at least get a lot of plates off of it. And you're denying them a lot of minions when you kill them on that push. Okay, but good job, Sadie. Right, I'll be back in just a second. No! Ah. So close, so close. Alright. Almost made it. Yeah, I have a whole video about wave management. Here, hold on. I can pull it up for people that maybe aren't familiar with the channel. Let me go ahead and show you some stuff on the channel while we're in queue here, too. If you're new to the channel or you just haven't really checked out a lot of the other stuff, so I just did the patch notes here, but you can always find my patch and tier list videos here. Usually I do support AD carry and one other position every patch. So I'll probably start doing jungle. I have in-depth topical guides, so like best one trick, how to escape each elo, a Warhammer guide if you're interested in that game, choose champ and roll, Q dodging, objective control, better micro, better macro. I have a whole video on laning essentials. That's the one that we're talking about here. They're usually about an hour long, but you can find timestamps as well, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can just watch a little chunk of it at a time, you know, like 10 minutes a day or something for a week, and get it all down. But I have a whole section about wave management that lasts for about 30 minutes there. And I have, you know, graphs where I kind of break it down and tell you all of the different situations where you would want to try to position the wave in different ways. Due to different compositions, different things going on the map, different sort of considerations you're trying to do in the game at the time. So go ahead and share that here. Yeah, we have lots of great stuff there. It's probably like 40 guides or something, maybe more in total. There's just tons and tons and tons of guides over time. And I've got several more like in the works that I'm going to be coming out with over the next week or two. I'm just going to stick with this Leona strategy. It's been working very well to ban Leona, play Enchanter.
I must not fall.
Hey, thanks, Chase. See you, buddy. Have coaching sessions as well. I've got several more of these that I've got uploaded that I need to just edit. Not edit, but like do all the stuff to them before I post them up. Put in all the SEO stuff, put in the, and then like create the thumbnail for it. In-depth champion guides, individual champion playlists. I need to do more of these, but if you just want to watch like all Rakan, all Zyra, all Thresh, all Pyke, Soraka, whatever, they've got that in there. Like the items might change, but no, I'm dodging it. If this dude is, we'll see what they're playing, but top lane Mord, mid lane Kayle is a dodge. Oh, they picked Mord out from under him. Has this guy been playing Kayle recently? It says he does have a high win rate on it. No, he hasn't played new Kayle. I really don't like Sona into Pyke either.
What masterpiece shall we play today?
Because Barrier's really not going to save you against Pyke's ult. Guy's okay on Graves. This dude's auto-filled top. Is he Jax? Not a noob's alright on Ezreal, but what's he against middle? Fizz? Seems awful. I think I'm just going to dodge it. Our solo laners don't have any experience on those champs, and I feel like Kayle is just extremely bad mid lane right now. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but So we'll get the timer up there. All right, we can look at the PBE real quick. See what they got cooking up. Damage increased. Okay, so 50 early on is pretty significant, but... Okay, so they're basically hitting his AP ratios. So they're making the double tier build a lot less viable. I think he'll still be good because, like, he doesn't even have to go that build to be effective. Like, right now, that's part of what's making him really good. But he was still, like, really solid even when he would just go Iceborne into, like, Iceborne, Muramana, Blade of the Ruined King. He was still pretty solid. So, I mean, that'll definitely bring him down a little bit in, like, pro play, but I think he'll still be solid. %15 is a pretty big hit to his W ratio and his key ratio. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kayle is that solid, especially in the mid lane, especially for someone that hasn't played her before. No, I don't like tier on Sona. You shouldn't really do that anymore. That was, like, kind of viable for a while, like, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, before tier got nerfed. But no, I don't think it's good. It slows down your Athenes and your Redemption too much. Athenes is just too powerful to delay by 850 gold. I mean, you should, like, back when that was that build was really good, that was in the Ardent Censer meta. And the reason that was partially so good was because Ardent Censer only gives you 50% mana regen. So you had very, very little mana regen early, and so tier only cost 750 and it stacked faster. And so, and 100 gold is a lot early on as a support. And so that basically gave you your infinite mana, and then you could go something like, you know, Ardent Censer early and not run out of mana. Whereas now, the optimal first item is Athenes, and that gives you 100% mana regen early. And so you already, like, have pretty good mana management, especially if you go Athenes into Redemption, which is what I do a lot of times. That gives you a ton of mana early on. So you don't need the mana off of tier as much. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. And that was before Athenes was buffed too, to where now it gives basically 35% effectively spell vamp, which is even better than spell vamp healing for your allies, where it's like 35% of pre-mitigation damage that you deal gets converted over to a heal. Effectively, that's what makes Athene so strong right now. And so yeah, when people were doing that, that was just, it was a different kind of meta where you had to rush Ardent Censer. And because Sona is such a mana hog and Ardent Censer only gives you 50% mana regen, that was a fairly quick, that was a quick way to do it, is you just invest 750. Okay, I've got infinite mana, now I can go Ardent Censer. Instead of having to get another mana item first, like Redemption, like complete a full Redemption or complete a full Athenes. So yeah, I mean, you'll still see some people doing the tier build. I think it just slows down the rest of your build too much. And she's so strong, and her items have so much synergy with her kit when you complete them, that I wouldn't want to slow them down by 850 just so you have a bit more mana when you're already going to have good mana management. Struggling to get used to the new nerfs. I mean, I thought they'd be fairly significant, especially like from levels 5 to 9. I mean, losing, you know, up to whatever it is, it's like 40 HP per chomp. Because you chomp a lot in the jungle, you know. So if you chomp 10 times while you're clearing, you know, that's going to be like 400 health you're going to be missing, you know. That adds up. Especially when you think about, like, once you get Spirit Visage and if you take Revitalize and things like that, then that's, you know, going to be even less. I would not get Athene's on Zillion because the only way the Athene's healing can apply with Zillion is if you take Aerie, and it can only match the shield amount every time you use... So, like, if you Aerie somebody and it gives them a shield for 50, then your Athene's can only heal them for 50. I guess if you are constantly, like, putting your... E on people. I don't think putting bombs on people gives them Aerie if you put bombs on your allies. I'm not 100% about that, actually. That's probably something I should look up. Because that can land on your allies, but it doesn't target your allies. So I'm not sure about that interaction, but traditionally I wouldn't go Athene's. I would probably go like Ardent Sense or Redemption on Zillion. Sork Boots on Sona is goofy, sort of, but... You know, yeah, it's goofy. I wouldn't do it. I was going to say it can give you more healing off of Athene's because you're doing more damage, but Athene's is pre-mitigation damage, so it doesn't matter what their resistances are. They could have a 1,000 resist. You could only do 1 damage to them, but if your Q is going to hit them for, you know, 150
I must not fall.
Before those resistances, then that is the number that calculates into Athene's. So yeah, Sork Boots is kind of worthless because it doesn't power up your Athene's. You do a little bit more damage off your Q, but... Yeah, I agree with you. I would rather have Mobies or a defensive boot. I probably should have queued up for bot lane or something else, or I don't mind not dodging. Should you build... Yeah, I think Ardent on Zillion's good if you take Aerie. Should you build Tear on Zillion? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he can tear through the mana really quickly and use it to, like, help people rotate around the map. Once again, you're delaying your items, though. You know? Just depends on how much mana you think you need. And how well you're using that mana. I mean, if you're using all that extra mana to push the enemy out of lane and deny them, you know, a couple hundred gold or something, deny them a little bit of experience and some levels, you know, maybe that can work. Do I want Lulu or Sona here? I guess just Sona in the dark. Sona's just so strong.
Only you can hear me, Summoner. What masterpiece shall we play today?
I can green shot Jax later, hopefully. Is this guy actually good on Gnar? Gnar is a pretty bad champion overall right now. He's got a pretty good win rate on him, though. Maybe it's good in a Jax. I don't know. Feeder 420. Okay. Alright, we'll play it. Why do we keep getting so many, like, golds in these games? Maybe Mars not that bad. I'm winning, like, 21. I feel like I need Exhaust for Jax, but at the same time I need Ignite for Soraka. But am I really going to get that close to Soraka? Probably not, honestly. I'll just keep Exhaust, I guess. I don't mind Yasuo. I mean, yeah, sometimes he sucks, but sometimes he 1v9s. I usually kind of like Yasuo because at least he scales pretty well. Okay. I guess you can jump to, like, you can harass the Jax, and then if he tries to jump at you, you can jump away with Mininar. Have I played Pyke? Yeah, I've played Pyke before. I really don't. He's okay. Like, you just have to get ahead with him. What's up, Dragon House? Huh. It's interesting. He has Ghost instead of Flash top lane. Electrocute Nunu. Okay, well. Guess we're in for a spicy one. Caitlyn. Yeah, people think Caitlyn's really good right now. I don't know, like, Caitlyn can be good. Can be. If you actually auto-attack the enemy champions during the laning phase. If you just farm, she's bad.
30 seconds until
People usually just pick her because a lot of times it's people that are auto-filled that see her as being safe and they just want to farm safely with her. But you get outscaled by everyone, basically. How do you prioritize Athenes or Ardent? A lot of it depends on how well your AD carry's doing. Depends on the champion. On Sona, I'm pretty much always going to go Athenes first. It's mana regen, it's a lot of extra heal, and she just abuses that item so hard. Because she does so much, like, free damage. She does so much free damage off of her Q. Go 0-10. She does so much free damage off her Q, and then after that, if like the AD carry's rolling, you can go Ardent. Athene's also gives you a little bit more defense. It gives you some magic resist. I think it's like 30 magic resist, which doesn't always matter, but sometimes it does. Whereas Ardent Sensor has no sort of defense on it. Redemption has health on it too. I usually just end up going Athene's Redemption, but if the AD carry's doing really well, I'll get Ardent earlier. It also depends on how many users you have of Ardent, so if you have several people that benefit a lot from attack speed, like a Jungle Kindred or something, or Jungle Master Yi, and Athene's becomes a little bit more valuable, or Ardent becomes a bit more valuable. Yeah, it is. You don't have enough mana regen if you rush Ardent, I think. I mean, it depends, but yeah, I need to start hitting the wave more here. Unless Soraka steps up, then we can hit the Soraka, but otherwise we need to probably hit the wave. Help push. And you really want to wait with Sona until you can, like, heal both people a decent amount and use those shields. Her heal is pretty inefficient early on to heal a single target. Ideally, you want to wait till both people are below 40%. That's kind of the perfect, because then you get extra healing off of Revitalize. But sometimes, you know, it's too risky to do that. The best thing is if you can use that heal when your team is actively about to get hit. I'm just going to go ahead and start leveling up W, because we're not going to land that much meaningful harass against them. Your W does become very efficient as you get more points in. It's just early on, it's 80 mana level 1, so it's like really expensive. But then it only goes up 5 mana per level. You need to keep trying to land your Qs just so you get spell thief procs to eventually get your wards. So like right there, because she was going to auto attack the Kai'Sa, I went ahead and used a heal just so we got extra value out of that shield. You always want to heal when you're about to get hit, as Sona or if your AD carry is about to get hit during the laning phase, because then you get extra value out of the shield. Like, the worst thing you can do is, like, single target heal one person when they're not taking any current damage. When you're at full and your AD carry's just a little injured, like, that's the worst thing you can do. Sometimes you have to do that if they're really injured, but... Got the range on that. We're actually not that far behind. It feels like we're getting murdered, but we're really not, like, in that bad of shape. Yeah, I thought Caitlyn was going to auto-attack her one more time. Also, with Athenes, like, you get really nice scaling, because every fairy charm that you get gives you an extra 5 AP after you complete Athenes, and all of your items have a lot of fairy charms in them, so... My bad, dude. Chill. Misclick. Yeah, you need to try to keep landing your Qs. It's tough in a losing lane because you kind of want to save your mana for the heals, but you also need to be trying to stack your fairy charm so that you can eventually get wards. Okay, I think Warwick can solo this. Bot lane's back, so they're not going to interfere with him. Actually, I'm going to come over here and help him. Just to help him get this faster and get him back in the jungle going. Water Drake can be tricky. So that means Kai'Sa's going to be in lane alone for a little bit. So I should have gone over there faster. I was kind of indecisive about that. Dude, you're going to get ulted and die. Okay, nice. Yeah, my problem with Nara top, though, is he's a tempo champ. I just really don't like tempo champs. It's like, if you fall behind early, you're just going to lose late to Jax. I would much rather be on the scaling end of that. Like, if the lane goes even, I just pretty much win late game. That's why I don't really like champions in solo queue most of the time, like Jace, Pantheon, Caitlyn, Lee Sin. Probably overstayed a little bit. We maybe should have bought. Maybe she doesn't have a good item she can buy. AD carry itemization can be really awkward unless you're a lethality user and you can get a bunch of long swords or something. You're kind of waiting on a pickaxe or a BF sword early. Put the exhaust on her to slow her down. But I wish they had a jungler ping. Like, it was literally you ping it and that means it's the jungler. Because people use different pings for it. Sometimes people use back ping, sometimes people use question mark. Then, of course, people use question mark ping to troll a lot of times. So I really wish they had a ping that was literally like, that's where the jungler is. They have one for vision that says that's warded. I don't know why they don't have a specific ping that's like, that's jungler. That would help out a lot with the clarity. Okay, nice. Yeah, Kai'Sa's not that great overall. She's not terrible, but yeah, I think that Vayne's just way better than she is, and Lucian. Vayne's really the one that's kind of squeezing her out because Vayne's like, you know, high mobility champion also. Yeah, I'll get a control word. Thought about getting extra fairy charm, but I didn't quite have enough. I was 100 gold short. On getting the whatever, the CDR book. That'd be OP. I mean, it'd be great. Be okay. It'd be OP for people that actually shot call and communicate. Which I'm all for that. Hey, thanks, Ninja. I don't know why they didn't clear my ward.
An enemy has been slain.
I probably should have just let her die. I tried to stay, and I'm gonna die for it, probably.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, he missed it twice! He missed it 3 times! Oh my god! What? What? Yeah, as soon as I was trying to body block that snowball from the Nunu, but then I should have just let her die. As soon as he showed up, he literally missed his tornado 3 times in a row, so he couldn't ult.
Turret plating will fall soon.
How strong? Okay, yeah, Warwick's really strong right now. Wow, he got away with his ult. What a champ. Got a W snipe? Okay. Now let's just pressure this, that's fine. Okay, that was good. Kale's probably going to be pretty bad. I tried to talk in my patch notes about ways that she could be good. I suspect they'll buff her. They need to make it to where she can, like, become ranged at level 6. Not permanently ranged. But, like, I think right now when she becomes exalted at 6, she still doesn't get ranged. So I think she needs to become ranged when she gets exalted at level 6. I think that would help out. So once again, not permanently ranged, but like if she gets to exalted, I think she deserves to be ranged. I hope they keep the current system. Because I like being able to play 80 carrier jungle sometimes in a ranked game without, because I know people like watching ranked on the stream. I mean, I don't mind playing normals, but I know people like watching ranked, and sometimes I like playing that other stuff just to mix it up. Or if I'm afraid I'm going to get a 30-minute dodge or something. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter that much anyway, either way, but it is kind of fun, I think, to be able to play different things. I don't know. I don't know the statistics on how many abuse cases there are out there, but I feel like there aren't that many. There's like a handful of people in like Masters that probably shouldn't be there, but whatever. There are always abuses in Masters and Challenger. There's win trading, boosting. People are just always going to find ways to cheat, you know? Yeah, but games don't last that long. I mean, she needs more power in the laning phase. Like, to be that worthless is really rough, you know, like, Jack's level worthless, okay, but like, no Baron yet. I guess all we can get is that. They're clowning. Alright, well, I guess we just win. Yeah, Game of Thrones Season 8 trailer looks pretty hype. I'm excited about it. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good like movies and TV stuff coming on in 2018. Like, especially in the first half of 2018 from what I can tell. Well, they're just building up hype and drama, the T1 and Mo thing, and I mean it's $10,000. If you're falling behind in that race, what the race is like, who has the most LP and Challenger by, you know, 1 month or something like that. I mean, $10,000 is a lot of money. I know those guys probably make a lot of money. You know, each one of them probably makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. But the Warwick did really well that game. And there might be some good games coming along. I don't know. There's only one game. That is League of Legends. There's some good DLC for Total War coming out. New Skaven DLC. That's going to be cool. That's a little better. That's blurry. Oh, there it goes. Okay, nice. Very good, very good. My wife was doing some home improvement pics. I don't know if I can show that on here or not. Yeah, she just did some like refinishing, repainting on the countertops, or on the stain on the woodwork there. So that's pretty sweet. Last of Us 2, the first one looked really good. I never played it, but I liked watching it. I watched a playthrough of it. It was pretty cool. Usually those kind of scary movies, I don't really buy them, but I like watching the playthroughs of them. Are fun. Hey, what's up, Mug? But yeah, I think that the Spider-Man Homecoming looks like it's going to be pretty good. Obviously, Avengers Endgame is going to be good. You have Game of Thrones. Then I think I like the TV show Lucifer is not like amazing for everybody, but I thought it was pretty cool, and they're coming up with a new season of that soon. You've got the Stranger Things season 3 is like in the summertime. There's probably some stuff I'm not remembering too, but there's a lot of good good things coming out. Someone asked, what can they do? Mug asked, what can they do to Janna to make her viable? So they need to take the AD off of her shield. So get rid of the bonus AD and then revert all of the nerfs they've done to the shield, like in recent times. So take the AD off of the shield, bring it back down to 10 seconds at all ranks, max it out at 240 shield, and get rid of the decay. That would take out a lot of her scaling because it's no longer going to have the AD, but that would solidify her as a supreme shielder peeler champ. And maybe speed up her tornado a little bit, because they did nerf her tornado. People forget about that one, but it used to move a lot faster, and that's actually a really big deal in some matchups, most notably against Leona. Because you used to be able to stuff Leona almost instantly if she E'd. She would not be in her like Q auto attack range. But now a lot of times, if she tries to E on, even if you're really fast with it, she can still get within that auto range.
I must not fall.
Yeah, Netflix bought out Lucifer. So yeah, Fox dropped it. To be fair, the last season was pretty bad, but I think it's because they kept jerking him around. Damn it, Pyke is really annoying to play against, actually. I want Rakan so that I can jump out of his E. And so that I can get an armor item. God, dude, if they lock Master E, please don't lock that cancerous champion. Sorry, I hate to use that word, but he's just... Oh my god, he's so frustrating. Yeah, that's what they need to do with Janna. I think that'd be fair. Take out a lot of her offense and just give her back her defense. Yes, Game of Thrones has confirmed that many of the episodes will be longer than standard episodes. They're not going to be like 2-hour episodes or anything, but yeah, they will be a little bit longer. I banned Leo, and I'm definitely not going to play Orin. I thought about like Nautilus or something, but immune to defeats. Well, you get defeated a lot on Ezreal. That guy's pretty good on Yasuo, though. I do have a knock-up for him, too. Chili's really good on Aatrox, although we don't know if he played all those after the Aatrox nerfs, but this is just in the last 30 days. So this is certainly after many of the Aatrox nerfs. Oh, it's Pike middle? Okay, so the old switcheroo. I don't really have any magic damage. I'm gonna switch this over. Thoughts on new Kale? Pretty bad, probably. Ban Leona because I want to play Enchanters. And the thing is, like, there's so many good 80 carries right now. Most notably, Vayne and Lucian are both extremely strong and extremely popular. We're just, like, banning one of them just feels like if the enemy team gets the other one, you're in big trouble. So that's why I stopped banning Lucian after they buffed Vayne so much. Then it's just like you can't really ban out the main like menace as AD carry because there are multiple right now. So that opened up to ban someone else. Like there are lots of champions that are worth a ban, but like Leona specifically is becoming very popular counter to Enchanters. She has a pretty high win rate. She can very consistently engage on you from really far with her ultimate, especially on champions that don't have a dash like Asona, Soraka, Nami. And they nerfed Thresh a lot too. A couple of patches ago, so Thresh isn't as good as he was. And so that really kind of leaves Leona as the premier counter to Enchanters. So I think that the slight falling in priority of Lucian and of Thresh means that Leona looks a little bit better. Playing Soraka with Guardian. I think that's a big mistake, but
call me when the stakes are higher.
I'll spot League.
30 seconds until
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's right, Sammy. Yeah, Sammy sponsored a viewers night for Friday, so anyone that wants to come out and play, we'll give priority to members to get in on those games, but we'll see. We might open it up to some other people from the stream.
Minions have spawned.
You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it.
We'll see how this W feels. It'll give me a chance to kind of feel this out too. Go ahead and give him our Guardian proc there.
First blood.
I gotta kiss myself.
Yeah, Soraka's really annoying, pre-6 especially.
An enemy has been slain.
Gotta get myself hyped. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Woo! All right.
I doubt they're rotating up there to kill him, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know where they went or why.
That's why it's the truth.
Did they just go back and get a coal or something? What's my ranks? Like Platinum 2, 60 LP right now, I think. Highest I've been this season is Platinum 1 something. I don't remember how much LP. The preseason I was Diamond 4. I think I finished last season November or something and like low plat. I mean, I could play Leona also. It's just risky. I don't know. I'm fairly risk averse. Yeah, Conquer is bad. It was bad after the last nerf. It was just really overhyped on a lot of champs, a lot of people. I mean, Riven like got some good benefit out of it, but I still think it was overhyped. But yeah, it's bad, especially on things like Draven. Do not get it on Draven. Get Klepto on Draven. I swear to God, like it's so good. Nobody talks about it. Because anytime you turn on your Axis or your Blood Rush, you get Klepto procs. And Blood Rush, it only costs 30 mana. It allows you to run up and get a free auto attack usually. It's really fast. And the cooldown resets whenever you catch an axe. So it's permanently up.
Yeah, I should probably be running.
This Soraka has pretty much given us this lane, or at least letting us farm for free in it. She could be pressuring us much harder. There's not much I can do about her ass if she actually comes up and tries to do something. Well, if you want to donate for Leona, I can do it. Yeah, it is really good, Winter. I talked about it last patch and maybe the patch before that. As soon as they nerfed Conquer, I guess it was last patch, that's what people should be going. You can also get free boots. It accelerates your build a lot. And, of course, you just get a lot of free gold off of it. Like, Draven doesn't want to hit people 5 times to charge Conquer. Like, the fight's over, usually in, like, 2 hits. People just get it because they're just so used to getting Conquer on Draven, and they don't think there's anything else that's hitting good on him. But Klepto's very good on him. And I tested it out in the practice tool. I'm like, am I just, like, delusional? Does it actually work? It does work.
I got freedom. I got a living. I got a cause I die. That's who
I want a W onto her, but I'm afraid she's going to, like, silence me or something. I'm going to take a really bad trade. I'm just going to chill. We have no kill threat anyways. Ezreal's just going to, like, do his thing. I'm going to go ahead and start maxing E here, just because the Q harass isn't actually going to do anything. I screwed that up. I should have let that tower hit first. They nerf Yorick? Yes.
Is my cloak right? Yes, it is. I was worried there for a second.
We should have maybe waited one more wave for the cannon, but yeah, Klepto's really good. You get a ton of extra gold. You get a lot of potions. You get those, like, he can use those offensive, those, like, little travel flasks. He can use those really well, too. Okay, that was Pike warding that. Why Ancient Coins? Pretty standard on Recon. You can't really reliably proc Spell Thieves because your Qs are kind of hard to hit in a lot of matchups consistently. They're very easy to dodge. You don't really leverage the AP that well early on. Dude. Like, dude, we can't fight. I don't know. He should have just, like, given up on that, because we're not 6 yet. I mean, I'm going to hit 6 pretty soon, but we do have Water Drake, which I suppose is good. We do have Ignite also. I mean, maybe.
I need my love to hurt. I need the world to be scary. I don't apologize for it. I feel good.
Yeah, we can go push this. Yeah, you get Ancient Coin just because Spell Thieves is not that good unless you're going like Airy Recon. And they nerfed his Q, like, when people used to go Spell Thieves, it was when his Q was much stronger. It got nerfed 2 or 3 times. And it was when Airy was stronger also before the more recent Airy nerf. So if you're going Guardian Recon, I think that Coin is pretty much the standard most of the time. I'm just going to get mobility boots and we'll think about what we want. I don't even know if Zeke's is that good right now, honestly, on with an Ezreal. I could just go something like Shirelia's.
I'm offended by how little attention I'm given.
Yeah, I know Ezreal only had, because he's really good. Like, there are champions that have low win rates that are very good if you're good on him. He's a very high skill cap champ. Let me wait on Kha'Zix. Just jump at him, jump at him, jump. Okay, never mind, never mind. Alright, fine. Maybe I'll rotate middle here. Okay, are we doing this?
I'm gonna take all they got.
I got silenced or stunned by something. That Irelia roam though. Could also just go like Redemption or something.
Your team has destroyed.
Maybe we'll just go Redemption. Can't really go wrong with
I don't
Redemption.
need to understand the plan. I trust.
We'll see where it goes. We'll keep our options open. We can also turn that into Shirelia's. Or we can turn it into Knight's Vow. Or we can just get a forward item with it. Nerf Irelia. Irelia is actually kind of strong again with Conquer, sort of. She's one of the better users of it. No! How the fuck? How many shots? I took like 3 shots off of that? Are you kidding me? I should have W'd faster. How did I stay in range? I must have been like right on the pixel here when I W'd away. I still took 1 more tower shot. we'll just get a Knight's Vow.
Woo! I am
I feel like
so
I
into
need,
this.
like, armor is very good against their comp.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Zaya, hey!
Okay, I just saw a Yi top, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some wards in their jungle so the Kha'Zix can track him and track his camp timers. One more.
They will see my dance. Then God gets this.
Okay, she went Blade instead of Infinity Edge, so that's giving Kha'Zix the confidence to go in and invade that too, because he knows it's not warded, and he knows exactly where the camps are and what the spawns are. So not only does that give us vision, but that also, you know, allows Kha'Zix to make better decisions in the jungle.
Someone has to die, they die.
That's one really nice thing about Rakan that I miss, is like he's so good at placing deep vision, because he can just get out of there if things get weird.
I dance so fine, I feel it.
Damn it, they got a cannon menu there. Well, we're getting tier 2, I guess, with Yasuo.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Unstoppable.
Don't leave nothing. Bring it all.
Those games are really unbalanced, David. Like the viewer-on-viewer games most of the time. I mean, that's why, like, the balance doesn't matter if we're playing against 4 random people, you know? And Toos is way better than I am, too. Especially, like, when I'm not playing support, so if that's what you're alluding to. I mean, Toos is welcome to play if he wants, but that's partially why I think that, you know, Toos and some of the other high elo players on the viewer versus viewer games have, like, not shown up as much, is because it's like it's a stomp a lot of times, in many cases. Not always, but we definitely have had some good games off of it. And it can definitely be fun. It can also be a little frustrating too.
Humans and waves. Fence us away.
Sweet. short. We're chasing too hard. Bro, you went too far. I don't know who was pinging. Yeah, that was a smart Aatrox move. He did let me jump back to him.
I don't want a world that's safe.
Huh.
I dance because I'm
Has
free.
destroyed a turret.
It's magic that's wild. I'm just here for the party.
Oh.
When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead.
That's a good point about the Ezreal. That is kind of weird. I meant to, I thought I shielded him. I probably goofed that up. Whoa, 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 bro.
Has destroyed a turret.
Wait, what's going on over here with this Yasuo? Fuck that Soraka. Like 3 people died because Yasuo wants to go in their base. Okay. I should just let it go. Soraka is just so annoying for Rakan to deal with a lot of times. She just presses silence, and then you can't move around anywhere. Yeah, I think I'll get Shirelius next. Ezreal's doing quite a bit of damage, I think. I don't think Ezreal's as weak as you guys think he is right now.
I think they underestimate my charm.
He's up like 50 CS.
Is that even possible?
He has a 1,000 gold bounty. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in there. This Ezreal's actually playing really well all game, honestly.
They want us in cages.
Please don't die, Kha'Zix. We need Baron. Dude, don't hit the ward, you clown. How they know we're on it. The vision was shut out. They can't TP to that. I mean, they're not going to get here anyways in time. But like. Dude, I love my wife because she's such a yandere, you know, kind of girl. That's what I'm all about. I just like that term. I don't even remember what it is. Isn't that like someone that's like super jealous? Like super jealous and possessive? Well, what the hell? Was he AFK? Oh, he got Ash arrowed? Damn, we just gave him 1,000 gold shutdown off of that. He must have gotten Ash arrowed. I'm all about that yandere life. Oh, was he typing? It calls someone a clown. That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
An inhibitor.
Oh man, yeah, it looks bad. Can they nerf this stupid ass champion? God, I hate Master Yi so much. Dude's 5 and 13.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Aced.
Like he was literally 2 and 13. They have 1 tower. We have 4 dragons and a baron, and he still runs up and basically 1v3s. Like,
humans will never understand our kind until they hear the song.
it's so stupid. A champion is so dumb in solo queue.
I am Vestaya. I am born of magic. This is my destiny.
We shouldn't have gone that far. We should have just rotated over to the side tower. It was kind of dumb to try to go for that.
Humans think that to believe in something you have to be serious about.
No. Just get tower.
Oh,
nice. He ended up beating it. Okay, we got that dude. Ha! He pulled me when I was ulted into the Soraka and charmed her. So he CC'd his own teammate with that Q, and that's what killed her. Okay, we got it. That was pretty funny. Well, EZ was split pushing. I mean, that's what we should have been doing. It was our fault we got caught. I was just mad that, like, Master Yi just, like, dodged, like, 3 skill shots in a row with, like, his Alpha Strike. It's, like, permanently off cooldown. Godlike Soraka. We'll see about that, Chief. 70%, meet 33%. Now, that's off a really low, like, sample size, though. I don't think we won in spite of EZ. I thought the EZ actually did pretty well. Like, a lot of EZs are bad out there. I just don't think he was one of them. No, he did, like, the second most damage. Yeah, but it's like 7 games. I mean, that's nothing. He was in fights. I don't know. I mean, he was splitting sometimes. I don't know. I thought he did all right. It's like, yeah, like the Kazakhs and the Yasuo probably had a little bit more to do with that win. Especially the Kazakhs, but whatever. Jesus, Yi died 14 times. We did have a pretty good team into Yi, though. Like, I stuffed him a lot. Like, Rakan's very good in a Master Yi. Because all you do is just R and then shield onto somebody whenever he Alpha Strikes, and they're going to get, you know, charmed and knocked up. Animosity towards Soraka. Shut her down. Get that out of my house. Yeah, Yi did most of the damage on their team, and he was like 2 and 13 until that last like triple kill we gave him. Yeah, the only reason that game wasn't like a complete steamroll was because we gave him, and I was complicit in that. It's my fault. I followed up. I didn't follow up the last time Aatrox fed. I just said, forget it, he's dead, and went to the rest of the team, which is what I should have done the other 2 times. But yeah, I allowed myself to get baited into those situations. So that's my fault. Damn, we're running hot lately. I feel like I've been like focused up, doing well, and just like banning Leona. Not that Leona was like losing me every game, but beforehand. I don't even know if I played against a lot of Leonas, but we've been doing really well since we like started doing more Sona, and still some Nami selectively, but then like Lulu and stuff like that. Yeah, our last 10 games have been running pretty hot. Which is good, because we were running pretty not for, you know, last week. A good chunk of last week. I mean, he did have a hell of a lot of farm. You got to remember, 15 farm is worth a kill, give or take. Like, usually people calculate it as 15 to 20. It's not as valuable as it used to be because you can get a bounty from it now. Historically, you couldn't get a bounty, so it was even better to be farmed than to get kills because kills gave you bounties. But...
must not fall.
Yeah, we've been winning a lot of sauna. We were winning a lot. I mean, we were like 65% with Nami also, but we had a really bad week last week, and we were playing mostly Nami. I don't think it was because I was playing Nami. I think we just weren't playing very well. I think I'm just like, anytime I'm just really tired and just like, I mean, I'm still kind of tired today. I don't know. We just had some problems. Hey, you know, if you're winning, just play it. That's what I say. Ooh. Zach, huh?
The Tempest is at your command.
We'll see. I picked Janna because Janna's very good into Zach. Yeah, I've played him before. I just don't like him right now in this meta. I played a lot of Nautilus near the end of last season. I've played some Thresh. I'll very rarely play Leona. If I play tanks, it's usually Nautilus or Thresh. Or, Nautilus or Thresh or Tom Kench. Mid Corki. I mean, Corki, like, can be good in the mid sometimes. Yeah, he's pretty good on it. I don't know if we got that swish or not. Probably not, but whatever. I've played Alistar in the past. I don't know. I don't like him as much after they changed him years ago. I don't think so. Thresh, maybe. I don't like Alistar because he has to go all the way in. Like, he has to fully commit. The thing about Nautilus, like, he actually is a little bit safer than the other ones because you can hook to get away. You can hook terrain to escape from weird situations if you're getting ganked, and it's like, it's getting bad. Nautilus also has a point-click ult, which is really nice. You can't be really dodged unless they have, like, a Zhonya's or something. Nautilus also has very good wave clear, which is really underrated as a support, but in solo queue, sometimes you just have to push a wave, you know? I think Nautilus is really underrated in a lot of contexts. I think Thresh, like, overall, in a lot of situations, if you're really good on Thresh and you're, like, playing with a really competent team, Thresh can be better than Nautilus for sure, but I think there are definitely some perks to Nautilus. It depends, like, as I always say about Exhaust versus Ignite, if you have kill pressure in your lane, if you have kill pressure in your lane, then Ignite's better, probably. But if you think that it's unlikely you're going to get a kill in your lane, then Exhaust is better. So that's why I wanted to take Exhaust. It also depends what the enemy team comp is. If they have a really dangerous, like, assassin type of thing like Rengar, then Exhaust can be really good too.
As you wish.
Oh, they missed the thing.
An ally has been slain.
How did that happen? God, they got 2 kills off of
Upon the
that.
wind.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, I don't agree with that though, Jonas. Like, in theory, yes, but realistically, you know, if it's Ezreal, Janna, into like Draven, Leona, come on. You don't have kill pressure on that. Or if it's like anything into Ezreal, Tahm Kench, like, unlikely. So like, yeah, in theory you can get kills in these lanes if they're completely brain dead, but at the same time, like, you know, you can kind of do some calculations in your head and figure out, okay, how likely is it that I'm going to be able to get kills? And if it's not super likely, then exhaust can be better in solo queue versus assassins.
God, get this!
Okay, Zach's topside. Yeah, but I don't know. Depends on, I don't know. I think that not all lanes are created equal. Some, it's much more likely you're going to get kills than others. So I think that taking exhaust against certain types of champ, like certain types of comps with certain champs can be viable. Although, yeah, you know, if you're not sure, then defaulting to Ignite's okay. Ignite's like never like bad, you know. Just sometimes it is nice to have an insurance policy in case, you know, that Zed goes 5-0 mid lane. If you're playing Janna, right? If it's like a really low probability you're gonna get a kill.
As you wish.
Missed it. Jesus, this Ezreal with these Qs, man. It's okay. I mean, yeah, Ignite just got nerfed. Before, you would always take Ignite, but after the most recent nerf, I think, you know, there's definitely a conversation for having things like Barrier or Exhaust in some matchups.
An enemy has been slain.
Swiftly.
An enemy has been slain.
I maybe should have just taken Lulu or Nami. I don't know. You lose so much pressure as Janna, but Janna is so good against Rakan and pretty good against Rengar late game if you're fast enough with your ult. I'm just gonna max shield. We don't have enough pressure to get more points in W here.
As you wish.
You're embarrassing me in front of
Nice. All right, we got him. Kindred's actually getting a lot stronger these days, or maybe people just sleeping on her for so long. But I feel like whenever I see a Kindred, she's pretty high impact.
Breathlessly.
Gotta try to be ready. Oh, God. I was about to say, you gotta try to be ready for Zach, like, flying out. flying out of nowhere. Well, I mean, you can be very aggressive with Janna in some matchups if you want to. Like, there are some people who will take, like, Comet Janna and all that. But, like, if we had a Draven or something, maybe I could go, like, a Comet Janna type of build. But,
Swiftly.
in general, probably not worth. Domination. What would you take as your domination as your primary? Dark Harvest or something? Predator? I could see domination second. Like, you could go sorcery with, if you want it. Like, usually the really aggressive Janna build is you take, you work towards Frostbang. You get, like, 3 points of W in laning phase. You take Comet, and you take things like Cheap Shot and maybe Ravenous Hunter for really good trades. But you're giving up, like, Airy for late game, which is really high scaling. Because you got to remember that Airy scales with plus healing and shielding. So it's not just, like, a 60 or a 70 shield. Like, it's way bigger than that. And Airy comes on second as a shield, so it's applied, like, I'm pretty sure it eats through your Airy before it eats through your E shield. So that means that it keeps your E up longer, which means they keep their AD longer in combat. Which is very important. Because if Janna's shield breaks, they lose the AD bonus. So Airy gives that extra little buffer. So that shield stays up longer. Oh, so, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it just depends. I thought we had enough damage this game, and I didn't think we were really going to, you know, massacre them in lane anyways. Like, you're kind of all in the laning phase if you do that type of build. You can kind of split the difference and go Comet. Or go Airy and then also go, you know, Cheap Shot plus Ravenous. But Revitalize is extremely strong late game, particularly with Redemption. With your ult and Redemption and team fights, Revitalize is a really big deal. So, I don't know. I was playing the more scaling one. It's just a matter of taste. Like I said, if we had something like Draven, maybe I'd consider it. Jinx is not like the worst AD carry early, but she's on the lower side. One of the worst.
As you wish.
Really hard to kill Ezreal, too. He gets a lot of, First of all, he's hard to hit, and then second of all, he gets a lot of potions off his Kleptomancy and things like that. Okay, that was nice. Some good passing there. Okay, nice. Ooh, Lord. I didn't mean to take that much CS. And Ezreal almost killed me. Want the coin, give me the coin. No, dude.
Swiftly.
Might lose Dragon off that. I'm just dropping the ward there. I could have dropped it here instead, but I forgot. And I just want to put it down before I'm about to switch trinkets anyways.
As you wish.
Yeah, I wanted to take the aggro. Usually as a support, you want to try to take the aggro if you can on the tower first on a dive. And then run out, like, take as many hits as you can, stop at the perimeter, and then walk out after that. So I took 2 shots. I can't take a lot as Janna, but...
Breathlessly.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till they go back to lane, then I'm gonna get rid of this ward. You always want to put your control ward kind of in this back area here to make it as annoying as possible for them to try to clear it. So they have to really step deep into this so you can punish them.
With ease.
Yeah, I didn't want to go all the way up to that bush. You can ward the bush, but like if Zach's in that bush, it's gonna be dangerous because they knew I was around there sweeping because I cleared a ward. So it's dicey. TF might be ulting up there. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, that was pretty dumb roam by them. Corki's gonna get a lot of plates off that tower middle, most likely, but yeah, they may have had it warded, man. I don't know.
In harmony.
Turret plating will fall soon.
With ease.
We gotta come down here and catch this wave. I think we can do it.
An ally has been slain.
Upon your will.
Ally has been slain. Killing spree. Double kill. Shut down.
It's awkward.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Rengar went down there though, so Mundo gets a lot of stuff. We got Dragon and we got a lot of kills. I guess that's fine.
With ease. As you wish.
Yeah. I mean, I have pretty good disengage from the Zac if I'm on it. Like, I'd rather see his camps. Like, yeah, you can try to ward this, but they're probably going to have that control warded anyways. But yeah, I mean, in general, you want to think about the kind of jungler you're against and sort of adjust your warding based on that. I really want to rotate up there.
swiftly.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Ooh, nice. Alright, I can help him pressure this tower. Jinx is landing those big hits with his shield. Look how big those hits are on that tower. I mean, part of that is because of Corki and his Sheen procs. But, I mean, part of that is also I'm giving out like 40 extra AD, giving out a free BF sword to people.
Upon the wind.
I don't know, guys.
Upon the wind.
Zac has kind of grievous-ish wounds if Mundo attacks Zac, but they don't have any solid grievous wounds. Yeah, just get the free thing.
As you wish.
She wants her stack. That's
Trace to your heart's content.
damn. How often do those marks come up?
swiftly.
I should have stayed for that experience middle, but whatever. I'm gonna just put pressure on this Baron. This team just feels like we're just, like, everybody in this game just feels like they're on point. Like, everyone's making pretty good decisions, and we're just all, like, on the same page. Damn it. We're not really synced up when it comes to those ults. We got it. Yo, what up, Sammy? Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, buddy. Good kitty. You being good, Sadie? Are you asking for food? She says, no, I would never do that. Yo, what up, Ken? $10K versus 13. Yeah, they did 30% more damage than you. That's not the same damage, man. All right, I think I'm going to call it there. Just because I got a bit of a late start. I do have to get up in the morning, and I'm trying to get more sleep during the day so I don't have to take naps in the afternoon and the evening, and that way I can just be more productive. I can get the guides done finally. I'm going to get a couple of guides done, and then I've got some other projects I need to work on too. That's going to let me do the tier list, all of that stuff. So usually I like to stay for at least 4 hours, but I was late to the stream because I, overslept, didn't hear my alarm. So that will allow me to get to streams on time and things like that. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it, make sure that I can get at least 7 hours of sleep here, maybe 6.5. We won every game tonight too, so that's really good. Yeah, but we'll that'll allow me to get to the streams faster, so then I can make sure I have those 4-hour streams and get my sleep in there. But yeah, I mean, we've been running hot lately. We just basically had that one troll game pretty much with the internet where it was like a remake loss in the last little bit, but otherwise we've been winning quite a bit. Okay, but anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Don't forget, coming up on Friday, we do have Sammy's stream that he donated $100 for, so we'll do whatever Sammy wants on that stream. I think we're going to be doing a bunch of normals games. So So we can see. Depending on how many people we have on, maybe we could do flex or something, or we can play if people want to do like, or Sammy wants to do ARAM Earth or something, we could do that. Just whatever. Hey, thanks, Div Shadow. I appreciate it. We'll do whatever Sammy wants to do on Friday. So come on out. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the tier list. I should have at least the support done tomorrow and probably the AD carry as well. Then I'm going to do, I think for tomorrow, I'm going to try to do an Alawi guide, and then a Warhammer guide, and then I've got a bunch more guides that I'm going to try to get all of them done this week. So that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.